Hey friends, today we're gonna make an adorable froggy craft together. I heard you were learning about our favorite amphibian friends, so today we're gonna make him. Oh my goodness. So get your toilet paper tube, a little piece of paper, string if you've got it, dental floss works, remember that junk drawer video, and markers, paint, or whatever you got to color. If you've got a crayon, that'll work too, and glue and scissors, okay? We're ready to have some fun. Good to see you. Okay, everybody, take a look at all the supplies that we will be using today. Now, use what you have, but if you've got glue, scissors, an assortment of markers, today I used red, pink, green, brown, a black marker, a white crayon or a white chalk marker if you have it, or if you just have crayons, you can use crayons. Get your scissors ready. Paper towel tube or toilet paper tube, a little bit of string, even some dental floss, and a little piece of paper. Those are all the things that you're going to need to get started today. Now we can substitute all of these supplies for different things. If you don't have glue, you can use a stapler or hot glue with an adult's help. If you don't have a toilet paper tube, that's okay. Hang on a day or two and I'll bet you'll get one. If you don't have markers, just use crayons. If you have paint, you can use paint. Fancy schmancy. Okay guys, here we go. The first thing that we're gonna do with our paper towel or toilet paper tube is trim it down. We only need about 2 inches for the frog's body. That's about the length of 4 fingers. You can cut it any length you want, but I think the shorter the frog, the cuter he is. You can make more than one frog with your leftover paper towel tubes, but we're going to need some of this cardboard for legs and arms. Unless you want to use another kind of cardboard, or perhaps you have construction paper. Whatever you've got, that's what you're going to use. When you're making the arms and legs, you can cut it in the middle and open it up so it lays flat. So now you've got the body and the leg. Now you can use a crayon or marker to color in the sides of the cardboard. I love the Mr. Sketch markers because they're very juicy. You can use a crayon or you can paint it. Any kind of paint will work. If you have watercolors, watercolor will work. If you have tempera paint, then that will work too. Get in all those nooks and crannies. Get this guy colored in. And work on your paper towel tube. I find if I put some fingers inside and hold it, it helps me. Now that I've got these colored in, I'm going to draw the eyes. If you have Google eyes, you can totally use those. That would be really cute. Sometimes we get those in slime kits in my house. So for the eyes, you're going to draw 2 big circles about the size of a dime. And then you're going to put a pupil in the middle. If you have a white crayon, now is the time to get that out. A chalk will work as well. Anything you've got that's white, and if you don't have white, that's okay. Don't sweat it. So I'm just coloring in the whites of his eyes so they stand out. It's a little tricky. And you can give those another outline with your marker to spiff them up. We'll move on to drawing the legs and arms. I like to flip this over and draw on the back. This is where your marker comes in handy. You'll need 2 front legs and 2 back legs. The front legs are sort of curved like this, and they've got some froggy toes. We need a right arm and a left arm. And the legs are gonna be an upside down L. You can round that out because they're bent like he's getting ready to jump. And some webbed toes in the back. Now, that's gonna be his left leg. And this is gonna be his right leg. Now, on the opposite side of where you have your eyes, press it together. Keep your eyes centered as you press together. You're going to have one end that's flat and one end that's open like a circle. This is where his tongue is going to come out to grab the fly. Now there's a couple of ways we can keep this together. We can glue it, we can staple it, or we can hot glue it. I'm going to use good old Elmer's glue. You're going to just stick a line of glue right in there. You want to use it kind of sparingly or it'll take 100 years to dry. Press it together. I'm going to set this under something heavy to dry. I'm going to set my legs aside too. And I'm going to get this little piece of white paper. This is going to be for our fly. I'm going to fold it in half. I'm going to use this line of symmetry to draw my fly. So on the fold side, because the fold holds it together, I'm going to draw half of my bug. Half circle and the shape of half of an upside down heart. That's going to be my fly. And I'm going to cut this guy out while I'm still keeping it held together. So I'm cutting through 2 layers of paper. A little snip-a-doo-dah. And I've got my fly. Can outline it with a little line of symmetry. Outline it with your black marker. I like to do these lines on the wings. You can paint it if you want. And some little scritchy marks up here on the head. And then I'm going to give that a little color. Let's use red. Maybe that red on the bug attracted the frog's gaze. And I'm gonna flip this guy over, put a dot of glue on the back side on the head, and lay my piece of yarn on top of my glue dot. I'm going to set that aside to dry too. Now I'm going to bring back my frog, who's nice and crimped there, and I'm going to get arms and legs organized. The back legs are the bent ones, and the front legs are the curved ones. You'll need a drop of glue on each one. And you're gonna press them on underneath your frog. My froggy's a little lopsided. Okay? You can, while you're waiting, paint the inside of the mouth. You see the finished one I've got? Or you can color that with a marker. I used a marker and I just colored a circle inside. And when you're done with that, you can stick a dot of glue and attach the other end of your yarn. Now you've got your froggy catching a fly. Isn't he cute? Bye, friends.